If you are one of those crotchety people who believe the kids these days are somehow less inspired than generations before, then I come bearing new evidence, even their superstitions are lamer than ours. Charlie. A game internet urban legend of sudden and inexplicable popularity, surged to the top of the global social media charts in a week after kicking around on the Spanish-language internet for much of eternity. As of this writing, Charlie Challenge has been tweeted more than 1.6 million times. More people are Googling Charlie than virtually any other news event. How do you play Charlie? Simple. You could, if you wanted, even do it at your desk. Step 1: Open your Vine and get the camera rolling. If you don't have Vine, you are too old for this. Step 2: Draw a 10 on a piece of paper. Step 3: Label 2 of the resulting quadrants no, and the other 2 yes. Step 4: Place 2 overlapping pencils on each axis of your grid, crossing them in the middle. Step 5: Say, Charlie, are you there? And ask a question. I.e., is one of my friends going to die soon? Will I go to prom next May? Step 6: Scream, probably. Where did this come from? While it is hard to pin down an exact country of origin, Charlie also spelled Charlie. Charlie has a long history as a schoolyard game in the Spanish-speaking world. According to one 7-year-old Yahoo Respuestas thread, that Yahoo answers to you. Kids have played a version of the classic game in Spain for generations. Traditionally, this version with the crossed pencils was called the Juego de la Lapicera, a term that still turns up lots of creepy stuff on Google. And Charlie was a distinct game, played with colored pencils. At some point in their internet and playground travels, the two games seem to have merged. In either case, both have always had demonic or supernatural connotations. One site calls Lapicera the poor man's Ouija board. Why is it popular again right now? It's always hard to say exactly why these things trend, but the latest bubble seems to have begun in late April in the Dominican province of Hato Mayor, when a local TV news station broadcast a very alarmist and unintentionally funny report about the satanic game overtaking local schools. From there, social media users in the Dominican Republic began tweeting, Instagramming and Vining about the game. By mid-May, the phrase, Charlie, was trending on Dominican Twitter, an easy jump away from the rest of Spanish language. Meanwhile, over the weekend, a 17-year-old girl in Central Georgia Instagrammed her game, and slapped it with the hashtag Charlie Challenge. That hashtag was, apparently, all the kids needed. It has been tweeted 1.6 million times since then. Who is Charlie? For various corners of the Spanish-speaking internet, a child who committed suicide, the victim of a fatal car accident, or a pagan Mexican deity, who now convenes with the Christian devil. The Mexican deity bit, at least, is demonstrably untrue. There is no demon called Charlie in Mexico, according to Maria Elena Navies of BBC News Mundo. Is this as dangerous as some of the other viral teen challenges going around? Given that no one is setting themselves on fire, inhaling a caustic substance or deforming their lips, Charlie looks pretty harmless. That said, according to popular legend, Charlie hunts players who fail to say goodbye before they close out of the game. And there are, predictably, a whole lot of people who do not love the kid summoning demons. Why should I care? Should I even care? I mean, you should definitely care if you are seeking supernatural answers to your life questions. Accepting questions about love, death and money, which, for certain versions of the legend, Charlie would not answer. Even if that does not exactly describe you, though, Charlie makes a killer case study in virality, and how things move in and out of languages and cultures online. You would notice, for instance, A lot of players and reporters talking about the game, as if it were new, when it's actually, and more interestingly, I think, an old game that has just recently crossed the language divide. This is also, pretty notably, yet another example of the power of the teenage internet. Write off their little games as silly, sure, but we never trended? Bloody Mary? Or Ouija board?